Hello Pisces singles out there, thank you so much for tuning in. This is 2020 singles reading. So a new reading series we will be doing for singles. It's a large spread, Pisces, and it takes 10 minutes to lay it down by explaining the placement. So I have already done that. We will go gradually one by one. I will let you know about everything and how this spread works. Pisces singles. Now this reading is a reading which is I am aiming to give you an insight for a sustainable period of time rather than an instant gratification. So this reading is really make you aware about your love life to come for 2020. It has 3 different parts. In the first part we are going to see some it's the how to find love spread. We will try to see some issues surrounding you with regards to love and finding it. In the second spread we are going to make a retrospection to your relationship history, and we will see what works best for you eventually. In the last spread we are going to see what is manifesting for you in 2020. Now, how this spread works. We will find out some behavioral patterns in your love life. If you repeat doing this, you will find same old things. We want you to have, of course, love of your life to show up in 2020. So at least a good enough person to be with. So for this we will make you aware of your circumstances, and if you do the work you can change what manifests for you, as you are the co-creator of your own reality. Why we have magician cards in the tarot, right? Then so this is not something like fated. This is something, a potential to manifest for you. But if you observe your own reality and if you change your patterns and come out from that samsara, okay, then you're gonna see something here manifesting maybe different for you. We will see that by the end. I will also get some supplementary cards. Now this is a general reading. It is not going to resonate with everyone. Check your moon rising or any planetary association that you think is working for you. Plus, I am also offering this spread as a private reading option for single people. If you consider, let me know. The information will be at the description box below. There is a video link there. First, you need to watch it. Plus, I do not make these spreads separate from each other. I do them all together in the private readings. So, because we definitely gather the data and information from each other, and we recombine, and see how it is working for you. Okay, this is a reading for people who want to invest in themselves. Now, Pisces, let's begin with some little spread. I think this is the smallest one here in the reading. So this is your now how to find love spread, and the first card will represent you and the issues surrounding you. Ace of Wands. We have some difficulty in maybe making a new beginning. Plus, this can be also what we want from love. Do we want an instant gratification like Ace of Wands, which can indicate, for instance, this fired up energy, things are gratifying very fast. You find yourself in a love affair, for instance, but the other day the person goes. 3 months later, the person goes. Or, it's that, or people who are coming with very charged energy, action, this fiery, this fun and sexy, nice kind of energy, excitement, spontaneity. But the issue here is that will you, or do you really want to take these offers which really come out of sudden? Because the sudden crush issue it can be, okay? Yes, a person may have their heart for you, you may have your heart for them, but you may be also witnessing as fast as it begins, as quick as it fades away. Okay, this can be your issues, or this can be situations or affairs that you are gratified towards. It can be. Of course, there can be things coming out of these potentials, very positive as well. But this is something like a potential. It is important how you're gonna craft it. Okay, it's always new chapters with the relationships, always a new lease. But then where is the rest? Now, this is the issue then, which is surrounding you. The second card is representing your behavioral patterns that are influencing your love life, the Empress. Now, your behavioral patterns surrounding your love life. Okay, we are assuming for sure you are single now. This is for singles reading. But so we are assuming you haven't found the love you wanted yet, right? Yes. So your behavioral patterns with the Empress here, we have to then bring here an association with Empress, which is causing the detriment, okay, in love for you. The behavioral pattern here can be consumer attitude like love, okay, with the Empress. For instance, you go through a relationship again, like 2 months, 1 week, 3 months, and it's like, where is the rest energy? This can be like too many options with people, but it does not manifest as you want it to be done, or it does not culminate itself. There can be also too much attachment with the outer appearance with the Empress sometimes, okay? Yes, your seductive side, your beauty, your enthusiasm, they are all important. It is making you appealing, attractive. But are we also focusing on too much physical appearance? Are we also working towards our inner self? Do we have lately a passion, for instance, which is making in our life really happy, because the Empress is also, there is a creativity and passion associated with that. And does that making you an interesting person for the other? Do you become like an engine of growth in your own life? So does another person want to be involved in your life? This is your productive side, creating beauty in your life. Do we create beauty? Do we create charm? Do we create something attractive as well? Okay, this can be also these questions, but also this can be also, we need to maybe be more investing in our also appearance. It can be for some of you. Okay, are we really attractive for the other person? Okay, this can be like more of our health, nutrition, exercise, fitness, okay, anything in that nature. For some of you, this can be, if you are a single mother, maybe some children is affecting your life. If children affecting, or your priorities with children is affecting, it can be. By the way, Ace of Wands and Empress, this is a birth cards. If it was a different reading, this is a conceiving energy. Or maybe there has been lately a pregnancy situation for some of you, and there has been the Empress here, can be maybe abortion. So it may be also you now taking a break. It can be, okay, from things you are thinking, you know, your process, you are reflecting. This is also this energy. This is a very vital energy, something with vitality it can be, but it can be also too much vitality without inner work, so we need to find the balance there. Now the third card will represent the areas that need further growth in order for you to find love. 5 of Wands. We need to grow out of situations, well, okay, 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands can be a situation, sometimes some past people, okay, from the past, like still have hang up on us, like too many how to say exes, or too many people, like, you know, time to time communicating, they still have this hang up on you. So, you know, what is priority, what is not. It can be competitive environment sometimes between lovers. So here, what we want out of our love life, we need to definitely decide on that. The further growth energy can be also here if you were like in a kind of a competitive environment, or in terms of love affairs in general, making yourself out of this. And because this is creating a kind of a conflict between you and your lovers there. So we do not want conflict. We want in the beginning like light-hearted energy, like this association, relatable thing. And it's that it can be something like for instance, let's say there are a lot of differences in the relationships, maybe it starts with. So people become, for instance, stubborn, and they do not understand each other and they fight. So the further growth here can be also how we relate to each other with the person. It can be argumentative time to time, or a kind of an environment which is affecting your love life. It can be. Okay, this is too much competition and too many options energy, like people competing against each other, lovers competing against each other. It's like whom am I gonna choose energy, it can be. And this is important than further growth. You need to know what will really best work for you as a relationship, and what is your needs, and how a relationship also can, you know, be in that category, and how everything fits well together. We want to catch harmony out of 5, right? So we want to catch 6. We will be also seeing these patterns here. Okay, so this is just a warm-up for your reading. So the next card here is representing the areas you need to change or process in order to find love. Page of Pentacles. Get into a learning facility, study, go to a workshop, you know, get a course in something, be with people who also want to develop themselves by learning, studying something new, become interesting. You can also find people who are also learning something new with you. Okay, this can be anything, maybe a language course, maybe a craft skill, because this is a learner page. So the practical areas you in your life need to develop. Okay, so this can be also, if you haven't like learned something new, this is you learning something new. Or if you are already doing that, finding another passion for you to go after. Okay, because this is gonna fasten up the process for you to engage and find love. Another card here is representing areas that need to be liberated within yourself to allow love into your life. Hangman. Okay, you need to be out there, Pisces, with this card. If there was some kind of a perspective you were seeking, or issues that was making you feeling stuck, hanged in the waiting process, every time you find yourself waiting, like feeling stuck in one place, maybe too much spending by contemplating or spiritual seeking. But what about you know, the other life, our other mundane life maybe? So something within you need to unstuck it. Okay, this can be also for you to allow love into your life. You need to see things from a new light. Let's get the better qualities of this card. You need to see things in new light, and maybe you need to step back a bit and observe, okay, rather than engaged in, and let other people to take the center stage for a while and focus on what is really happening in your environment, than feeling free from actually recognizing your own individuality. And you become free from, for instance, comparing yourself with others. You need to focus attention maybe away from what you think you want, but getting into maybe a preparation mood, like a caterpillar you become, preparing to be a butterfly maybe, okay? Maybe this is you actually patiently waiting to find some inner seeking, soul seeking it can be, okay? This is gonna change for everyone. Maybe there is a non-resistant way, like the way which is like telling us less is more, Pisces, okay? Or this can be literally, you can actually have everything you want in life. As you stop wanting them so much, you will slowly try to attain them, it can be, okay? Maybe there is an inner seeking you need to do, or again, find out what you want from your love relationships. Hangman is also soul 6. So taking a break a bit from dating scene and then see, you know, working on yourself. It's the time where you need to actively create yourself from inside out. Again, you making learning something, reading, getting involved in something you find interesting, educating yourself. Again, maybe go further among, if you are already doing that, going further doing that, it can be. Again, going further into the energy of creating yourself inside out, it can be. This is you avoiding yourself, Empress, avoiding creating yourself, Empress, avoiding creating yourself using material things, Empress. But this is more of like maybe spiritual self, okay? And maybe here you need to invest in yourself to the point where you can at a later stage easily maybe afford putting other people's needs in front of your own. Then this makes a relationship later, right? Because relationship means sometimes we are putting the needs of other person you know, in front of us. So this does not then feels like a sacrifice anymore, because you are so whole and complete, okay? That helping others, assisting your partner, fulfilling you. So use the energy of Hangman definitely. Now let's begin then the past. Now in the past reflection, actually this is not a past reflection but a retrospective look to your relationship patterns now. So who you were. First we will check out your dating history. Okay, let's see the dating history. Who you were. You were Judgment. Who your partner was. Your partner was 8 of Cups reversed person, and the relationship you were in was a 4 of Wands. No, there was actually a stable relationship in the past. There is a stability, a sense of accomplishment, something somewhere secure. And but there has been some developments that you, in the past, you wanted to, or you had to make some choices. These were hard choices. Involving a family life of your own or of your partner with you together. We have a mother, father, and a child here. Maybe there was something with I don't know, maybe there is a child situation here, conceiving situation in a partner. This has maybe caused a problem. A person wants a child, the other one does not. It can be a partner. We have a reverse 8 of Cups here. So there is a person here who your love connection here, it wants perfect, love, for instance, but perfect love does not occur. The person you are dealing with in the past had a dissatisfaction from life. Maybe there was like overabundance love or lack of love that was pretending to be giving. Actually, in reality, it was only taking. So there is something with the emotional dissatisfaction of a person. This person maybe wanted to leave the relationship, but they couldn't at the first instance. You had to make some hard choices. In your past relationships, you always coming as a person who have always made the hard choices. Every time there was like a second step, second phase of a relationship, there was always like a ending, healing, realization, family problems, maybe, you know, it was always that deep changes, platonic changes. So you couldn't have the chance to live maybe like happily in a relationship. There was always upheavals. So even you had the Four of Wands here, secure, loving place, this is a really too much for a Four of Wands energy. The relationship has a potential. People have gone through individually in very bigger circumstances. The relationship couldn't carry its foundation, couldn't carry it. Okay. Now this was a little dating history. Of course, you may have many dates. This was maybe just one of the significant ones. So what do you think you want? Let's see what you think you want. You want King of Pentacles. Okay, you want King of Pentacles. Sorry. What you think you want? King of Pentacles, this is who you want to be. Who you want them to be. You want them to be Ace of Wands reversed. And the relationship you say you are looking for, Nine of Pentacles. You are actually looking for a relationship which is pretty much based on first in friendship. First of all, you may have like it's a more freedom loving energy. You will have your own life, they will have their own life. For instance, at times you will come together, maybe share high quality of life. Maybe a total commitment doesn't have to exist, for instance, but mostly based on friendship for some of you. This can be, for instance, a retired woman or a divorced woman or a man who are more likely to, for instance, you know, doesn't want a man or woman to fulfill any sense of self, but rather a person who is like keeping their relationships out of their house, it can be. Or you want, for instance, the Nine of Pentacles is like, I occasionally date, okay, but I do not necessarily look for someone to cohabit, you know, a same environment. I mean, Nine of Pentacles, what you think you want is a self-sufficient, actually independent energy you want. More of like a sensual, earthy connection. As you become the King of Pentacles here, you also want to be provider maybe in a relationships, or a dependable person who has an independence, and I can come as I please, I can go as I please. However, 9 is you know, this is a freedom loving number. So by time then the relationships can become too carefree about people being too much carefree about each other. Relationship become too much carefree. So maybe it's like you do not want to share a traditional bond of genders even, okay? So maybe you want to stay as a friend. The person you want Ace of Wands reverse, it's like maybe as you had a lot of Ace of Wands, this instant gratification or that, you know, sudden crushes and things. Actually, you want to see the potential in the person. You do not want to see the person to see potential in you. This time you want to choose, okay? Because you think the person will be maybe ready for it. The person here, I see not putting everything maybe like all at once, Ace of Wands reverse, like, you know, it's a controlled energy, control yourself, or This can be, you want Ace of Wands reverse here, can be not, you know, I don't want the, okay, physical attraction is of course important, intimacy is important, but there are things that can't be shared, like, you know, life, high cultured activities, Nine of Pentacles, our interests, a lifestyle, okay? We can be separate, but we can have a lot of private time together energy, I am feeling, okay? But you want that a relationship needs to have it all. It can be secure, safe, comfortable, and you want this person to be feel safe, secure, comfortable around you. But there is here a border, a little distance you put, or a boundary, let's say, okay? You want relationship who people got their personal victories, and they have like conquered guilt, jealousy, possessiveness, Nine of Pentacles. People, relationships, they conquer difficult emotions. But I see you want to be self-sufficient. You want the person not putting everything at once, speaking to your heart and soul and mundane aspects of life a bit. Now, the next card. You at your best when you are Wheel of Fortune. You are at your best, Pisces, when you are taking the changes and go with them like a surfer, accepting what life has to offer and bringing on your path. Also, in the turbulence times, you are Pisces is the fish, right? Water is your thing. You are good in the water. You are not, you know, Pisces is not a rigid sign, and rigid people cannot penetrate the changes, right? I mean, let's say a tree. A tree, if it doesn't bend when a strong wind comes, it's gonna, you know, break away, right? So this is you actually when being flexible at your best, and you know, to see what chance life and circumstances offer rather than fighting against them, accepting the change. This is you when you are actually good flow, okay, with the things around you. So best person, partner for you, Ten of Cups person. You want the Nine of Pentacles relationships, but Ten of Cups at this 2020 now, Ten of Cups relationships, a person who is really content with themselves, who also have some maybe Ten of Pentacles. Yes, they want the ideal happiness. They do not want it perfect, but an ideal happiness for both of you. Love, romance person, Ten of Cups person do not actually herald again a committed relationship, but a person who will feel strongly for you is important. A spiritual connection, person who has a spiritual side. You are compatible with this person. Even the changes occur, for instance, in you. They also go under changes. They go to new cycles. This is a 10, but you stay still compatible with each other. The cards of positive transformations, people who are open to transformations. This relationship dynamic, the relationship dynamics for 2020 looks that it needs to be a bit fluid energy rather than rigid. So people are 10-10 who have already completed their cycles and want to merge. The best relationship for you is the Magician relationship. It's gonna make you like to feel like a beginner in love, okay? Like high maintenance relationships where there are always new things. You wanna catch up with your partner, okay? Magician relationships sometimes can be demanding. You show up there, it's a stress-free relationship. To be with each other is already feeling magical, okay? And talking positively with each other. And this is Mercury, is communication, relationships which has a good communication system. Not being aggressive, polite conversations, burying the past hatches, okay, is important. But of course, magician relationships always keep us in our toes. Sometimes it push us to make something out of ourselves, and high maintenance relationship which has a very strong beginning, it can be, okay, but do not let it consume. It says you need a good sense of self, good confidence in this relationship, and you need to love yourself for the magician relationships, and the person also needs to love themselves because it needs high maintenance. So let's see, reality checks. Now 3 cards, reality check. Where you are at now, how you are perceived by others. Justice. You are perceived by others strict, Pisces. That's why it wants you to have a soft tone in the relationships 2020, because with the Wheel of Fortune, the changes come. Let them, penetrate you, but do not identify yourself with it. These are just the waves. Life is standing. Now, how you are perceived by others. Justice. In Martial tradition decks, justice is a strict mother archetype. I cut off what I do not see necessary. It's a bit rigid energy now, cold energy. So you are perceived by others time to time rigid or cold. You may not realize it, okay? But sometimes maybe, but you need flexibility a bit, okay? Definitely have your standards, priorities, and also boundaries, but doesn't mean to be like justice. Justice is justice. Justice has to be, but you are not justice. This is a metaphor for sure. How you are perceived with others from a positive quotation. This is more of like you are just and you are rightful, egalitarian, equality. Okay, this is how you also perceived. The type of person you are attracting, Three of Pentacles reversed person. You are attracting types who are, there is this beginning, but it always stays in that beginning. Hasty relationship, Pisces, hasty relationship. It starts very fast and then fails at the same time, okay? There is some kind of a Three of Pentacles reversed. It's like a relationship which sounds like good to be true in the beginning, but then it's like turns out to be like a risky investment, like a hasty investments. There is something here, problems connected with fertility as well. Now this is gonna change for everyone, but this is also reverse ace, and 2 aces, 3 of Pentacles, and the Empress. Hyperactive relationships. Maybe that's why this is how you respond to that Ace of Wands or hyperactivity. You are like cutting the action what does not seem for you like okay. Physically exhausting it can be with the reverse Three of Pentacles, but maybe your psyche is not how to say into that. Actually it can be what kind of relationships. It's like the person may manipulate later, or it becomes like a person gets the monopoly of the relationship. That's why maybe you want to be King of Pentacles, boss in your relationship, it can be. So I see here you have gone through many changes. For some of you, this can be also a divorced person who is trying to build a new life now, and had a lot of family. You see your column, Judgment, Wheel of Fortune, just a lot of family situation. Your partners are emotional types, a bit aggressive types, too quick types, perfect, imperfect, they make these distinctions. Let me see another card here. The relationships you are attracting, Three of Swords. Three-sided relationships, or relationship that turns to be three-sided, or a person by time becomes very fanatical. You see the red sword. Fanatical about an idea, want to impose it to the other, and the other backs away. This can be that, because this is the burst of ideas in the Martial deck. that one fanatical thought, and it's like, I want this thought for you to recognize it as. It's also confusion. There is also confusion. Yes, confusion, three-sidedness, people being fanatical later. And again, in the beginning stage, the distractions start. This is what I feel. Now, working for you. King of Cups working for you. Working against you. The Sun working against you. How to maximize your chance for finding love? Ace of Cups. Be at the center of love. You are the love. Ace of Cups. Don't be rigid, it says. Past may become, maybe make you harder person, rigid person, all the experiences. Don't be like water, it says. It's like a Bruce Lee's quote. Be like water, be like a butterfly, right? Like Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee. It's that be water. The Sun is not working against you, because this can be when we try to fix the other person. Trying to fix the other person does not work for you. Too much egoic types, narcissist types, the Sun, ego, okay, doesn't work for you. A person like a shining, seeing themselves like a rock star in a relationship, and seeing their boyfriend, girlfriend like a audience or something, okay? Too much ego. A person needs a healthy dose of ego here. Again, emotions. And running beautifully that emotional turbulence. This Wheel of Fortune stands above water, you see. And King of Cups also sitting on a throne which is on a water, and this cup is also on the water. I mean, something emotional. This is working for you, Pisces, your emotional side. But what kind of an emotional side we are talking about here? A person who is already in touch with their feelings, not afraid to express them. And yes, water is a difficult energy, because we may be prone to emotional ups and downs. But King of Cups energy is like, you do not deny your emotions, okay? This energy will help you, but you do not also allow them govern your life, because emotions are like, they come and they go. You do not feel like 2 years before you feel now. You feel different. You are a different person. Emotions will be always there, but they are really changeable. So, King of Cups does not let emotions to govern their life, but he acknowledges them. And this is how he finds the strength. He does not repress them. And this is good. You want to be King of Pentacles, because these are Earth Kings. I mean, this is also earthly water, actually. This is earth, but this is earthly water. So because the kings are stable energies, and they can handle their turmoils by staying calm. They may have attempts to understand the depths of their feelings. Depth. What you need is depth. Having depth works for you. So you keep your cool, okay, in the relationships, regardless of your intensity of emotions. This is like you are encountering with a rough sea, but you have a good navigation. So this is the energy, but water works for you. Now let's see 3 cards. First, from the Romance Angels, 3 messages for you. What 3 messages we will see now? The first message. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, playfulness. This is needed in the beginning of the relationships, because no one wants to be extremely intense or like deal with difficult energies or difficult people. Playfulness, lightheartedness are needed in the beginnings. Okay? Then you go in that new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and this is bringing you new love. Your love life is being affected from children. Again, Empress energy, Judgment energy. So there is also something in that nature. So children situation. Now what you need to surrender. But this is as a parent, of course, you need to arrange and know for yourself. Their needs, maybe their priorities. Or you need to be with people who will understand you, that your children, for instance, if you are a single parent, need a priority. You need to be with that kind of people. That's why maybe you want the freedom here in the Nine of Pentacles for some of you. Or you have a big responsibility of family. You need you can't like, you know, be dependent. But however, Magician is rather than, how to say, the independence happens when people have their skills and bring it to the table. It becomes also not a settled, but it wants you to be also have that romantic beginner mind. Okay? Surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. What we have said in the Hangman, right? Take your time. And justice, controlling energy, rigid. So one thing you can change in yourself, as you notice that, it is gonna change all your manifestation of love. The second, surrender to play. Again, playfulness, no rigidness. And create the change and anticipation for the other person too. Make them feel excited. Don't give them like things that they can easily guess. Be mysterious. King of Cups. Let them to come to you like decode you. Pisces, surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and renovation. Page of Pentacles energy. Once again, surrender your addictions. Whether you are addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Empress, you see? The energy overlaps. Now, let's see what manifests for you. Now, what is manifesting for us can be in 2020. This may not be the best relationship or love connection you look for. But the idea in this reading is that you co-create your future. That's why you have the Magician card also in the spread, and we also have the Magician in Tarot. So, what is now manifesting? If we don't like what we see here, as you realize your patterns now, you change them, you manifest something else. Okay? And that has worked for me in my own private life. So, Pisces, now let's see. Of course, when done private, this reading gets a whole new meaning. So if you consider this reading as a private reading, you need to check the description box below. When done in private, it is really impressive, it becomes, but this is for people who really want to invest in themselves, okay? It's really, I want to give people like sustainable readings, really good insights, so they can use lifetime, okay? They can use lifetime. Now, what manifests? Let's see, I'm so excited. So, someone is now manifesting. Now, this is going to represent your new love interest. Chariot, maybe a Cancer. A veteran, army person, sports person, someone is like wearing armor, okay? Or a kind of a military-based person, you know, their background, it can be. Car drivers or people like, how to say, transportation related, it can be, okay? Now, the second card will reveal their vocation, what they do for living. Two of Pentacles. Also a person who is associated, I think, with... they can work also as a stockbroker. And maybe there is a markets, you know, a person who is like, have eye on markets, it can be as well. This can be even a performance center, like a carnival, beach, arcade, circus, you know, these games. It's like a lifeguard, it can be, okay, so many things can come, but this is not for sure gonna resonate with everyone, but this is the general idea here. So, okay, I'm so excited for this. This is going to reveal their best characteristic, the moon. Oh, they are so mysterious and intuitive. They are super intuitive, okay? Their flaws, temperance, oh, they may have hard time achieving balance in life. So they can go to extremes. Now, does these things correspond to things that you shouldn't really get yourself into, or is it that same old relationship still popping? We will always check our foundational cards, okay? So let's get the other cards here. We see the flaw. Now, this is going to reveal what their first impression of you, Hangman. Oh, they see you when you do the soul seeking. They notice you in your soul seeking. They notice you when you are recreating yourself. Find you very attractive, this person. So you do the Page of Pentacles, maybe, Pisces. They see your Hangman. Nice, nice, good going. Okay, another card. This is going to reveal your first impression of them. Seven of Wands, again, Chariot, 7. You will see them pretty much like not a struggle, but a person like rised up for something. They are competitive, it can be, or they are like, you will see them pretty much on the action in their life. It's a very high energy. You will see this person high energy, first of all. You will see, oh, this person is really strong. And 7 persons are very self-expressive, very independent. They have foresight, and they are very disciplined people. Okay, now this is something penetrating again, this 9 of Pentacles, but we want the magician relationships. Let me see. So this is going to reveal their emotional connection with you. Knight of Wands. Oh, okay, again, instant. You see the wand. You see the wand. This is not good now. You have attracted in them something actually does not really working for you. It's an instant gratification. Now, a person may have that emotional connection, but the next day they can be different, okay? Now, let's see. Let's open all the cards. Reveal your emotional connection to them, this one. Page of Pentacles. You see this person maybe in that course, or that learning facility, or somewhere you will attend new, okay? So you have enough common endeavor with them, okay? You find a common endeavor with them. Let's see the other card. Strengths of your relationship. 2 of Wands. Lots of planning. Good. It's not an Ace of Wands. 2 of Wands. Planning phases, visionary phases. People they have respect for each other. Let me see another card. Weakness. Weakness, King of Pentacles. Now, you wanted to be the King of Pentacles. In this relationship, you cannot be the person you want to be. But actually, it is good for you, maybe, because you need the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter person also. Expansive, bright, lucky, and also learning, something with learning. Now, the weakness here is, but this is a weakness, so it may remind you, this relationship, that, okay, I always wanted to be this person, and this role perfectly fits for this relationship for me, you think, or something in your mind. But actually what you want to be is a weakness in the relationship. So this is gonna take you a bit back, but let me see the long-term potential. Queen of Pentacles. It has a long-term potential, but you know, Pisces, how it's gonna have a long-term potential? As you realize your patterns throughout this connection, if you do not fall to that, rather than the King of Pentacles, like create a boundary in the very beginning. See how it goes. I mean, this is now King of Pentacles here. If it doesn't give you the freedom you want, of course, don't be in that connection. But it may promise that freedom or what you want in the long-term process. This is a relationship you need to stay and work on. So it's not a connection. However, I didn't like their emotional connection with you, with the Knight of Wands. But they are Moon. This person will realize something about you. They will express it to you. You may not like it. But if you can make it true, in the first clash of personalities, this was their flaw. If you can be successful maintaining that, because this is someone who you will get a lot of, this person is so much appealing to you. If you can handle that first wave, it can really have a good potential for the future, okay? But do not fall into, if that wants, again, if the person like, again, unstable, and 3 months later, you don't know again where heading towards, or the person is unstable or giving you an unstable energy with their life in general. They are here one moment and they are like going this other day, or there is this always being busy kind of thing, okay, not giving a relationship time, as they may have extremes here. This is Temperance and this is the Luck. It definitely change your direction, but you will be close to the goals, okay? Two here can create the Magician energy, because the relationship have a power. Pretty much very exciting times. Thank you so much, Pisces, but I think you got me with this reading. What kind of a readings I conduct for people, especially for singles people. So my insights for you for 2020, you have the ability to change your course here as you unlock, okay, your bugs, what is bugging you. When you know them, when you change them, it is gonna manifest also something totally different for you. This is how it works. I hope you find this insightful. Very exciting reading. Thank you. Again, if you consider this reading as a private reading, check out the description box below. There is a video link there. First, you need to watch the video, see what kind of a reader I am, what I request from you for private readings. Again, I do this reading all together. I do not separate the spreads, because for me it's the whole picture. When necessary, I also pick other cards as well. So if you are a single and want to invest in yourself for this year ahead, definitely I recommend this reading. Thank you so much, Pisces. I will speak to you soon. Have a wonderful 2020. We are together throughout the year as well. Lots of kisses for you. Please take good care, and ciao for now.